What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another basic movie review channel. I'm Chase. Let's talk about a movie. And the one I want to talk about is Minions: The Rise of Gru. Now, this one was supposed to come out like 3 years ago, but of course the pandemic has pushed it to 2022. I remember like seeing this advertised like a long time ago, so it's amazing that it's finally coming out this Friday, July 1st, from Universal Pictures and Illumination Entertainment. So that is when it's coming out. It's coming out in theaters, regardless of what I'm about to say. So, going into this, I was working at a movie theater when the first Despicable Me came out. I remember liking it, and I remember liking the sequel, and the third one was fine, but I was starting to just get really tired of it. And then, of course, they came out with the Minions movie. It makes $1 billion, so there's like, of course, we got to make more. I don't blame them. It's a business. Do what you got to do. But the Minions movie is whatever. And then for this one, I was curious to know if they still had enough, like, steam in the engine to keep this franchise going 5 movies deep, right? So, okay. So now we are up to this one. And so what is this one about? The untold story of one 12-year-old's dream to become the world's greatest supervillain, Gru. He looks up to this Vicious Six kind of villain group that is really popular around the world. He wants to be a part of the team, so the adventure starts, and the minions get involved. And okay, you guys now know how it goes. So, yeah. So, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but I wanted to. I will always give franchises chances if they want to keep continuing to make these movies, because I want to see if like they get better, if like they pivot their tone, or like I'm just always curious. So, I saw this one. It's fine. I think this is more suitable for like streaming. I think this would be of course it's Universal, so they own Peacock. It'll hit Peacock here pretty soon. I think it's a perfectly fine movie to like stream at home, like in front of your kids, and you can have a nice little night watching Minions: The Rise of Gru. If you want to go to a theater and see it, sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's not been a lot of family films as of late, so if you need to take your family to see something this weekend, it's also not a bad choice. Just for me personally, I think the charm, the novelty of the Minions is wearing off. Like I feel the charm just being ripped out of me every single second I was watching this movie. I was like, we are 5 movies deep now. I don't know. The shtick was like fine in the beginning, but like now it's getting kind of old. So a lot of the humor didn't really work for me. It didn't really smile or even laugh that much. There was a couple things that kind of got me, because the one thing I've always liked about these movies is their kind of irreverent humor. It's really fast paced. There's like 1,000 jokes a minute. It could be a bad thing, but for the most part, out of 1,000, some of them got to land right. So I got to applaud them for at least trying. So yeah, some of the humor didn't really work for me, and like some of the minion, just I guess energy of the film. It just, like I said, I'm tired of it. But as far as the actual story goes, the story's fine. I think it really calls for a lot of interesting like set pieces and a lot of interesting locations that this movie kind of goes to, and so I really enjoyed like the animation of it. It looks really detailed. It looks really clean, and I like the kind of scope of this film and the story, and like going to all these locations and really having like this broad, adventure. Like I like that. Like that to me is fine, because that works not only from a visual component but also just a story component, and also keeps kids interested for an hour and a half. But yeah, the story itself is fine, but I do like the scope of it. The voice performances are always on point with these. They add a lot of personality to the characters. Michelle Yeoh, Steve Carell comes back. Alan Arkin has a really fun one in this. So yeah, I don't know what else more to say. If you were looking for, if you were looking for a movie to take your kids to this weekend, I think this is the one to do it. I think they're going to have a fun time. I saw it with an audience. Kids and adults were laughing their heads off. So it might just be a me thing. But I am personally done with these movies. But if you don't want to go to the theater and see it, that's your choice. And you know what? Wait for it to hit Peacock. I think you'll enjoy it then too. So, yeah, some interesting set pieces, interesting story. It's fine. Voice performances are there. Animation, looks good for the most part. I don't really know what more to say. Yeah, I think you'll just have to go see it for yourself. But if you like the Minions and you think they're goofy and funny and just entertaining, then I think you like this. I think you really will. But just for me, I think I'm good. No more Minions movies for me. So that will do it for my review of Minions: The Rise of Gru. Please let me know down below what you thought of the movie, whether you liked it, loved it, hated it. I would like to know all of that. And that will do it for this review. I'm Chase Lee. Thank you for stopping by another common movie review channel. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.